Good morning, student of class 8. Today I will teach you English literature. Second chapter, I Have a Dream. That day I have already read this chapter, means half portion. So today I will explain it. Listen carefully. So here, read and enjoy this. Again, I am going to read. So this one, Martin Luther King Jr. was a dynamic American leader who opposed racial discrimination and stood up for the citizenship rights of the black people. This story of actually a part of Martin Luther King's landmark speech, I Have a Dream. And in that description about Martin Luther King, who was a dynamic, means shining American leader, and who fight against what? Against racial discrimination, especially for black people. Okay, so now here I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. So here Martin Luther King is saying that I am happy, means he was very happy. Why? To join. Why? There is a fight, means there is a protest against racial discrimination. So this is the reason he said I am very happy today to join you, because what? It is the demonstration of, in the history, greatest demonstration in the history of freedom. Okay, and five scores years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. Five scores years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow, actually he has just expressed his feeling. Actually there is a treaty between dr means here means US President Abraham Lincoln and between them, so that he was talking about here, that there was an Emancipation Proclamation what signed on that day. So this momentous decree, this momentous means memorable time came, and this is a hope for whom? Hope especially for black people. Negroes here written, Negro slaves, black people slaves. It is a light of hope, great light of hope. And actually what? Actually who are already tortured or seared in the flames of injustice, so they will be free from it. Who? Means black people. And it came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of captivity. Captivity means jail, imprisonment. So it came, it means the moment has come. And now as a joyous daybreak, like when early in the morning sun is rising, same like dark now has gone, same like it is the joyous daybreak, whom? Especially for Negro slaves, black peoples. And now they are free from jail. Now, okay, now next page. But 100 years later, the Negro is still not free. 100 years later, the life of Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. Here he said, but 100 years later, after 100 years later, when the proclamation means there is a treaty between them, so after 100 year later, what? Negroes means black people's condition was not free, means not good. And after 100 years later, again the life of Negroes is still sadly crippled. Their life is still what? Crippled. Crippled means damaged by. Okay, so by whom? By the segregation and the chains of discrimination, because they are not, means black people, they are not treated equally, means there is a difference between black people and white people. You know that already there is a, means some schools, some hospitals, some restaurant, bar, etc., it is for white people, and already on entry gate it's written only for white, not for blacks. So what? This is not a feeling of equality. So that he's talking about what? Here is a change of discrimination. They are again means black people, they are fighting against discrimination. And 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of the poverty in the midst of vast ocean of material prosperity. And after 100 years, that what? Negroes lives, means black people's lives, on where it means they are on lonely island. There is a lonely island of poverty and they are facing problem. It means their condition is not good. And 100 years later, the Negro is still languishing in the corners of American society and find himself an exile in his old land. And after 100, it means 400 years total. Still this time, Negro's condition is not good in the American society. Because of why? Because the people are still this time, up to this time it means the people are not means behaving equally, means difference between black and white. And how they are like exile in his own land. Exile, only black to black people are called, means suppose that you are traveling in a bus and already all the seats are full and you have already seated, suppose that you have got a seat, any other white people has come, then you have to stand up, he will sit, he or she will sit, you are not allowed. So like this, so this is the reason. So it means what? It means they are like an exile, they are passing time in the jungle. And so we have come here today to dramatize an appalling condition. So today what he said? He said that today we are gathered here. So why? To dramatize an appalling condition. This awful condition, fearful condition, we will free from it. How? Today, this is the reason we have gathered here. And now, in a sense, we have come to our nation's capital to cash a check when the architect of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. They were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall higher, and this note was a promise that all men would be guaranteed the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So, what he said, in a sense, we have come to our nation's capital to cash a check. So, what he said means Martin Luther King, he said that today, this time we have gathered here, we have come here, our nation's capital, means capital city. I have come here, and what? To cash a check. Check means everyone you understand. Bank check. What means? Suppose that you have check and you have gone in any of bank when you have given check. So in reply, what he will give? That means money, currency he will give. Means suppose that check about 10,000, so you will give, so they will give you 10,000 rupees. So same he is saying that what? That I have, we have come here and our nation's capital city, and why? To cash a check. Means when we will give, so in reply we will get money. Here not money, we will get freedom, liberty, that is related. And when the architect of our republic wrote the magnificent word of the Constitution, what? It is the time of the Constitution. Time to of the constitution means when the architect means constitutional who are making the constitution, who will make, so they declared what? They declared, they announced what? Independence. So after that everyone will be free from, and they were singing up, signing a promissory note. And actually there is a treaty between them. Promissory note, they are, promissory note means they are promising, and on that treaty American was to fall higher, means they have to, Americans they have to adopt it. And this promissory note that all men would be guaranteed the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That what? On the promissory note, in that what written? That it's guaranteed, means constitution guaranteed that every man of America, of that there, they will get the rights of whatever rights given, rights you understand, like our constitution is providing what? Fundamental rights. So same, so rights of life, liberty, and what? Happiness. Pursuit means in search of, discover, like in search of happiness they will get. Okay, like this is the here half part I have explained it. Today you have to again understand. Just watch video 2 3 times, then you understand better. Okay, and rest it is from rest part. So tomorrow I will read, then I will explain it. Okay, thank you.